What's going on, guys? I'm Commander RestlessCorpse, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now remember a long time ago when I thought that this was one of the dippers. Now that we're super close, as a matter of fact we're only a couple jumps from it, you can see that there are a ridiculous amount of additional stars. I don't know if maybe seeing it up close like this will help somebody figure out what constellation it is. But I've taken a look at most of these stars on the galaxy map, and they're all O-types, which I guess are the biggest types, and maybe that's why they show up so well on the galaxy map and just in space in general. But we're going to get right to... I already have one targeted. It's one off to the side here. I think that it's over here somewhere. We'll see when I get out of screenshot mode here. But we will be getting there very, very soon. Now, I found a few neutron stars on the way here. No more black holes, but every neutron star that I found, as a matter of fact, what I was doing was jumping from neutron star to get here. Every one I found has already been found by somebody, even though all of the systems in between were undiscovered. So I don't know how people are getting to these or what angle they're coming to. I also found like a neutron star patch that was way low down below the galactic plane or whatever, but I couldn't plot a course to it because it looks like the distance between stars some point in the available path was just too far. It was too much of a jump, so it was giving me route unavailable. So I was gonna try and get way down there and get close and see if I could find another way around, but it's just too far out of the way. It was like 1,000 light years out of the way. I didn't want to do that. But let's go ahead and get to one of these and check it out. Now, remember they're the O-types. And remember the one that we found that was super, like, spinning super fast was an O-type too. So maybe some of these are going to be cool ones like that. And who knows what else is in these systems. All right, so this is the guy. I don't think it's just one jump, though. No, it's two jumps. So this is how close we are to what I thought was the Dipper. And I really wish that it didn't show all this stuff when I, scrolled in real close, but because it makes it kind of hard to see. Let's see if we can turn that off. No. That? No. Okay. But let's go ahead and take a look at how far away we are from home. It's way over here. Now, obviously, I need to click a bunch of this stuff. We're 4,065 light years, almost 4,066 light years away from home. Now, in the last episode, or in the comments of the last episode, somebody suggested that the constellation is the Pleiades, or I don't necessarily know how to say that. Pleiades, whatever. I don't think so because the nebula for Pleiades is way the hell back here. So I'm not real sure what it is. But what we're going to do is I want to check out... Well, let's... Quicker to get back this way. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. This constellation. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, from there, swing over to the Lagoon Nebula. Because I haven't forgotten about that. That's where I wanted to go, and I wanted to check that out. And then from the Lagoon Nebula we're going to swing back toward the Cat's Paw, and then from the Cat's Paw we're going to go into the core. Well, we're now jumping into the first star. I don't know if this is actually part of that because it's pretty far away from it, but this was like on the edge of, because I'm going to try and hit every single one of those hopefully in this video. But this is the first one. I don't know if it's actually part of it, but we're going to count it as part of it because it's within that cluster, kind of. And I think this is an O-type, so hopefully it'll be super cool. I am not holding out hope that this is undiscovered. I'm pretty damn sure it's going to be discovered. Also, somewhere along the line, I accidentally used another heatsink. Oh, hello. And I don't know when. I don't remember pushing that button at all. Let's get in there and get a little bit of scoopage going on.
Fuel scooping.
Alright, let's check it out. I know that is an O, and it's not spinning all crazy, but we can't expect every single one of those to be spinning all crazy like. But let's see what kind of stuff these have in their systems. If it would ever open the system map. Oh my, okay, there's a black hole. Look at how many, oh, there's a neutron star. This Mosselkatz guy, is that another one? It looks like 2 neutron stars, a black hole, 2 O-types, and a whole bunch of other types. Like, this is like a who's who of the damn stars. So this is a really cool system to start in. Have I scanned that? Yes, I scanned it. Okay. All right, well, let's just go down the line. I'm going to use the system map instead of this because I want to make sure that I'm hitting things. I'm going to hit those 2 neutron stars first and hope that nothing goes wrong. Because remember in the last video I said the reason neutron stars were scurry is because, at least I think this is a neutron star, is because, like, let's say I wanted to scan this star and then this planet, I'd have to make sure that I knew where the border of the star was to get around it to get to that planet. I might actually hit this planet too. But let's go ahead and target this guy first. These are just going to be metallics, so I'm not super interested in those since they've already been discovered. But I do need to hit this neutron star. So let's check it out. We might even be able to hit it from here. Yeah, because it's super close. All right, cool. I'm just going to hang out here for a second, scan this guy up, and then we'll move on to the next neutron star. I'm not too interested in all the other stars in here. I'm going to hit these 2 O's and these 2 neutrons and that black hole, and then we'll move on. Oh, it's a T-Tauri star. What? Better open that system map back up, buddy. That, I guess maybe it's not. It is kind of big. This will be the next one. And I think that one actually is a neutron, but I could be wrong. I was wrong about that one. But look at the size difference. So, yeah, let's go see if this one's a neutron star. We actually have to get close to that one. I guess that's the T-Tauri. You can see that it's bigger on just looking at it. So, I guess that kind of makes sense. But let's see about this one. Hopefully I don't have to get too super close to scan it, because I think the black hole and the other O-type might be like really far away. Let's check. Yeah, they're really far away, so it's going to take a bit to get to them, but I want to because they're worth a decent amount. The O-type isn't necessarily worth a lot. I mean, it's like 6K or something like that, but that black hole is worth a decent. What's with the lens flare? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that from that star? Oh, yeah, it's definitely from that star. Man, that thing is bright as hell. Alright, anyway. I'm going to get up here, scan this, and then either find something to talk about or just cut to the other ones, because they're pretty damn far away. Alright, that was another T-Tauri. So, there are no neutron stars in this system. But, we do have a black hole and another O-type. So let's pop this map open. I'm going to target the black hole first because I think it's closer, although they're together, so they might be really close to each other. Just give this one more once over here. Yeah, nothing. If this is close, I'm going to scan that. If it's close enough to scan from where I am. If not, then I'm moving on. So let's take a look here. No, it's I should have just looked down in the corner. It's 2,335 light seconds away. That's too far. I'd actually have to move to within, I think, 900 light seconds. So let's go ahead and target this guy. It's 382,200 light second, or 222 light seconds away. So here we go. It's gonna be a bit. So weird thing. I have it targeted. Oh no, it's not one of the. That's the O. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Or several. And we'll jump out to the next system. So we're not even halfway to the black hole. But you can already see it's kind of distorting the view of what's around the circle. The targeting circle. And that's kind of cool. And you can already see like the 2 dots. Remember when we first saw the first one? I saw like the 2 orbs that looked like they were rotating around it, you can kind of see those there within the targeting circle, and we're really far out from it. So I think that this black hole might look pretty damn cool up against the backdrop of the galaxy. So when we get to it, I'm going to kind of dip down below it and see if I can get like a really cool screenshot with the galaxy behind it. Nothing special. I just wanted to, I mean, we're at 766 times the speed of light and climbing. I just wanted to say that even this far out, I noticed that it is distorting the light of the, I don't know what to call that, like space dust. I don't know if it's dust or if that's just, there's so many stars packed so tightly that it looks like dust out in space. But whatever. I'll see you guys when we get a little bit closer. You can see it's going to take at least 4 minutes and 32 seconds, although that's going down faster than normal because my speed is constantly going up. We're already at 828 times the speed of light. I'm not sure how fast it's going to get before it stops. I've never been faster than like 961 or 967 or something like that. So when it gets really super high, I'll let you guys know what it is. Like if it goes back down one, then I know that I've reached the peak. I'm hoping to get over 1,000 times the speed of light. I think that'd be pretty cool. But we're fast approaching, so I don't know. It might start to go back down pretty soon. There's the other O star that's close to the black hole. So I'm gonna shut up now and we'll get there. Oh, see, it's going back down. So it got up to 878 top. So now it's slowing down because we're over the halfway mark, I guess. So I moved around a little bit, and I think I've figured out like the orbs that I say I think are moving around it are actually reflections of the stars on the other side of it. So you can see when I move, when I do this, they move. I think that's just a reflection of all those stars from that constellation. So it's kind of, I guess it's reflecting. It's really weird, but I think it looks really cool. But I decided to just kind of put it more against the backdrop of the galaxy there. And it looks really cool even from this far out. I think I'm going to slow down just a little bit though, because I'm afraid of just plowing right into it. But I don't know. We're still 70,000 light seconds out. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But there's always just two in the middle of it. You see? But I think it's just one star and it's reflecting, but because it's close to the center of the black hole, it looks like it's two stars next to each other. But I've decided it's just a reflection because you can kind of pick out what stars it's reflecting. Like there's in the very center, there's two stars very close to each other, and then down here they're also very close to each other. There's the triangle of 3 stars there with the 3 stars up there. So yeah, it's a reflection. But it still looks really, really ridiculously cool. So as we're getting closer to this thing, it really does kind of look like, just based on the like the light bending and whatnot, it really does kind of look like a tunnel. And I guess and we're getting like super close. So I'm gonna throttle down here. I don't know how close. I don't remember how close I need to be to scan it, but I want to throttle way down just to make sure that I'm not gonna plow right into it. I mean, I could always just pull up or push down and miss it, but I don't remember having to get this damn close to scan them. Although maybe with that first one we did get to within 1 light second. I don't remember exactly how close we got, but this just seems a little too close for a damn black hole to scan. Like, come on now, start the scan. Because we still have another like 10,000 or 15,000 light seconds to go to get to the last star before we jump to the next system. Come on, buddy. I think it's 5 light seconds maybe. I'm going to bank on 5 light seconds. Yep, there we go. So we're going to throttle down and get that scanned, and then we will turn to the next one. See, it just looks really, really cool. But it has stopped reflecting, or maybe it hasn't. Like all those stars off to the left, I think might be reflections of it, but I'm not sure because I don't remember another constellation over there. But it seems to be more condensed in its reflection. Okay, so we got that. Let's find that other sun. Come on, system map. Alright, that is another 34K, so I actually flew past it to get to the black hole. I probably should have just scanned this first. But, oh, we're already scanning. It is that huge. And because it is that huge, and it's way bigger than the one that we jumped into on the system map, I want to get real close and see actually how big it is. But, we're going to have it scanned way before we get there. But, let's go see how big it is. I hope it takes up my entire screen from way far out. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This star is absolutely massive. And it's super bright. It turned out it's not an O, it's a B. So I guess like O's and B's are kind of like visually the same, but look how massively bright this star is. It's so bright it is screwing up my targeting reticle. So I'm gonna throttle way down, and then we're gonna get as close as I can to this thing. It is huge, and look at all the flares all around it. I don't know if I really want to get close to it, to be honest. But I know you can scoop from B types. I don't need to scoop, obviously, because my tanks are full. But look how huge this thing... I'm still 45 light seconds away from it. Alright, I'm going to get about as close as you generally are when you scoop. So I guess I am going to get close enough to scoop from it. I don't... Okay, calm down.
Fuel scooping.
Look at this thing, guys. It is massive. I mean, I guess I've seen stars this big before, but I don't know. Just, it seems so much brighter. And somehow I am actually scooping. I guess I wasn't as full as I thought. Maybe that 300-something thousand light second journey actually took one of my tanks down, or one of my tons. But man, this thing is absolutely huge. But alright, so we got all the important stuff in this system. I'm gonna pull away from it and then plot the next course. There's the black hole. You can tell because it's screwing with the backdrop there. Alright, so let's just kind of set our sights this way so that I'm not going to run into anything while I'm checking out the map. These, you know, as you can see, all the stars in the constellation are showing up. And there's a neutron there that we might take a look at before we move on from this thing. But I'm going to put all these out here because I think, well, which one of those was the one that... Yeah, alright, so I think these are all the stars in that constellation. The A's and B's. But I'm just gonna go to the ones that actually show up when you scroll way out. Or just as I'm looking, if they have like the halo around them like that, I'm gonna check them out. So, but I do want to kind of look at these and see what's on it. So that is an O5. 5. There's a B, O. Oh, that means it's giant, I think. Let's see. What were we looking at? This one? No, this one. That is a Class B star with a 0 temperature, which is the hottest that you can get. But it's only a 5 size, so it's one of the smallest. That's pretty crazy, though, that it's that hot. Anyway, alright, so we're here. This is the next one on the list, so we're going to plot a course there. And that is our next destination, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, this is another massive star. This is the first star in that system. So after we pull up alongside it and scoop a little bit, then we're going to check that map. And I'm not going to get too close. I guess this is about half as close as I usually get to. But I'm just making sure because it's supposed to be pretty hot. The 55% is not bad. Usually get up to 60, 65, something like that. Alright, so it looks like there's a lot of T-Tauri stars here. And they're all Oh, you can land somewhere here too. Look at all these planets. These are all rocks though. At least I think so. So I'm not going to bother scanning those, but I am going to scan these stars here. At least all of these. Maybe all of them. Who knows? I don't think any of these are... I don't think any of them are neutron stars, but I'm going to try and hit all of these. So after I scan this one, which I didn't even target, I should have, so it would have been scanning the entire time. We'll move on to the next area. Yeah, what's cool about these really big stars, you can scan them from way far out. Like that B star. Remember, it was like 36,000 or something light seconds out, and I was able to scan it no problem. I don't know why I'm going at this at full speed right now. That's probably a bad idea. Alright, so we've got that as definitely a T-Tauri. I think this is that gas giant that's next to it. Let's see if I'm targeting that gas giant, because I want to scan that as well. Just in case it's got life. I doubt it's got life with all these damn stars in the system, though. I think that the planet itself would be way too hot. And that is definitely not it. Why is it moving? Okay. Yeah, this guy. That's what I want to scan before I move on to those other stars. Easy. Gas giants, you can scan those from generally about 900 light seconds away. So I'm going to start moving toward it, because we're going to be hitting those other stars as well. I don't want to get that damn close to it, though. Come on. Come on, scanner. You can do it. There we go. It's a Class 5 gas giant. That's pretty cool. That's the star I've already scanned. I'm just going to systematically go through all these stars, guys. Alright, so as it turns out, the T-type stars are one of the lowest valued stars, so I'm not going to get all of these, but because this one is so much smaller than the rest of them, it very well could be a neutron star. I don't think so, though, because it's got like all the little speckles in it, so I think that that is just another T-Tauri, but I'm going to see if I can scan it and see. I'm also going to check whatever planet that is that doesn't have an atmosphere that I can land on it, and see if I can see the main O star from it big enough to get a cool screenshot. I'm scanning the one that's super far off that may or may not be a neutron star. I'm still trying to... I haven't seen enough of the neutron stars on the maps to know the definitive difference between that and a T-Tauri on the map. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be a T, though. But I decided that I'm not going to land on that planet that doesn't have an atmosphere because it's too far away from the main star. Yeah, see, that was. Okay, so let's target the main star. And from here, see if we can see it. And if I can see it from here, then that means that the other planet is not too far away. And I should land on it and get a cool screenshot. But see, it's too small to actually be cool in the screenshot. But just for the sake of argument and for the sake of an awesome screenshot, I'm going to target that planet and see if it's back the way I came toward there. Also, I looked at the chart, and these are all metallics. So honestly, I should scan those for the money, but I don't want to waste a whole lot of time in one system. Okay, well, all right. So here's the deal. I'm going to scan this planet because I want to get up close to it and see how big that main system star is in relation to the planet. And if it's really big, or if there is another sun around it that's really big, I might go ahead and land and take a screenshot. We'll see. I'll see you guys when we get there. Well, guys, it is decent sized, but it's not big enough for me to want to waste the time to land on this planet and take the screenshot. If it were bigger, or if I could see more of all that stuff that's floating around between this planet and the star, I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be cool enough to take a screenshot. But I do want to see if it's metal rich, then I might actually scan the other ones as well. If it's just a high metal content, then it's just kind of a standard price. It is metal rich. So I think I'm going to scan these two as well, and then we will move on. There we go, guys. How's that for an awesome screenshot? So these two planets here are metal rich, so they're going to fetch a pretty decent amount of money. But I wanted to get kind of this sun in the distance as well. There's a planet that's closer, but I figured it'd be cool to get 2 different planets with a sun in there, right? And we've got some weird, I'm pointing at the screen again, you can't see it. There's some weird like formations up there, like right between that further planet and the sun a little bit up, there's a planet with 2 moons, it looks like, or possibly another sun or something. Anyway, I think it's a really cool screenshot, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. We still have several systems in this constellation to check out, and I'm kind of expecting them all to be really cool like these last 2 have been, with just a ridiculous amount of stuff in them. I can now see why you can see these from so far out, and each one of those dots out there, those brilliant ones, are probably big systems like this with giant stars as well. And that is absolutely awesome. So hopefully you're as excited as I am to get through this constellation and then swing over to a cool nebula and get some cool nebula screenshots. And we're probably going to be getting to that. I'm going to try in the next episode to get through this entire constellation. So I'm going to slow it down with, going too far out to scan anything unless it's something super awesome. But anyway, if you like this video, go and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of Elite Dangerous or any of the other videos that I've done, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. If you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments. Remember, I'm Commander RestlessCorpse. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you in the next one.
Eject. 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 Eject.